Good morning, wonderful people. Today we are heading to Doha, Qatar for the World Cup final. So it's going to be France, Argentina. And yeah, we're going to go here and give our honest review of what we think of it and show you guys what it's like. What's your prediction then?
Early prediction, routes in lineups. 2-1 Argentina. Messi to score 2.
So we've just arrived at the airport and we've managed to pick up our free SIM. So thankfully we'll be able to be recording throughout the day. I think Jake's just sorting his out too. Mostly everyone who was on our flight and people I've seen so far are in Argentina tops. There doesn't seem to be very many French fans here, but we'll see later when we get to the stadium. But yeah, so far it's just been a sea of white and blue. So we are currently at the National Museum and we're, I think, going to head up to the stadium for this evening, just so we can get some pictures, see what's around there before it gets really busy. And then I'm not sure what we'll do. Probably head to this sort of areas to get some lunch and explore. I think we're probably not going to be able to see everything in Doha, which is a shame, but we'll see what's around and hopefully see most of the tourist sites. Jake's got his Messi top on now.
Yeah.
Like everyone else here.
Everyone's been honking at us.
Yeah.
So we're currently walking down Lusail Boulevard. Lots of restaurants down here. Lots of people moving around. We're hoping we could find somewhere to have a beer down here or something like that. But there doesn't seem to be anywhere. But there's lots of restaurants and stuff. So we're gonna have a little walk down and see what we can find.
Okay, so we have just arrived back to the stadium. We basically just went on a long walk, ended up at a mall to get a charger. And now, yeah, we ran out of time, so we basically just had to come to the stadium now. But hopefully after the match, we'll get some more time to look around the boulevard. But yeah, everyone's chanting Messi, everyone's clapping, so yeah, should be good.
Messi, 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 Messi.
I love him so much. Argentina just scored again. Argentina literally just scored right off the line. We have 10 minutes left till the end of the game. Jake, can they hold on? Shall we? I hope so. So they couldn't hold on, essentially.
Penalties!
Heading to penalties now. Can they do it, Jake?
I don't know, let's see. I don't know. Let's hope we get the penalties at our side though. I don't want it to be the other side, I want it to be shooting this way. So we need the French to win the toss.
Predictions, penalties.
France.
Yeah, I think same. Oh wait, they're releasing.
Yeah, Argentina won the toss.
Argentina. Argentina did it, Jake. You were wrong.
I was wrong.
The Blues did
I've never
it.
been so glad to be wrong.
It's the sad Frenchman. So we have just come out of the match, and it's really, people keep asking to take pictures and stuff with us. I think they think we're Argentinian because they keep being like Messi, and like.
Vamos.
So, yeah, but obviously, yeah, some guy like asked for a picture with me, and I was a bit like, oh, I'm not Argentinian, so.
Yeah. A couple of news anchors tried to talk with me, but I wasn't Argentinian, so they sent me away.
Yeah. So now we just got stuck in a huge crowd for an hour or so. So now we're just trying to head and find some food and I guess a drink or something until our flight, which is, what's the time now?
Time now is 11:45.
11:45, our flight's at 4 AM. So I'm hoping we'll be able to kill this time and have a drink or find somewhere to kind of chill out for a bit. So after the last video, what we ended up doing was going to get some food at the boulevard, and then we actually ended up getting the metro back to like near the airport, and just sleeping for a bit in this like chilled out area opposite the airport that they set up for fans. So we actually missed the parade with the Argentina team because we were in that big crowd, but we didn't know what it was for.
Yeah, we had no idea what was going on there.
So we tried to sort of escape the crowd really without knowing. I think I even said at one point they could parade the team around.
Did
and you were
say
like, no.
I didn't think they'd do a parade. I thought they'd just go off to party, but they did the parade, which we missed, which was a shame. But we would have been waiting hours, and I did not want to wait hours outside. Because
we basically didn't have a big lunch or anything, so we were basically just really hungry. So my overall thoughts about Qatar is I can't really comment too much because we actually didn't really get to see a lot. We went straight to the stadium from the airport.
We saw more of a shopping mall than we saw of anything else in Doha, so we saw nothing.
Yeah, we basically just saw Lusail area, the stadium and the boulevard, and we walked down to a mall. So, but I would say from like initial thoughts, it kind of reminded me a lot of Dubai in terms of the way it looked.
Yeah, it's all very clean and very new, and very similar to Dubai. But obviously, it's a different experience because you're there for a World Cup. Everything will have a different vibe to it in a good way. It was well organised, and the boulevard was put together really well.
I think there was a good atmosphere, and I'm not sure if that's because it was Qatar or because that was like the Argentinian fans, and everyone else who was there pretty much was supporting Argentina because of Messi.
It's literally like a 9-to-1 ratio. Everyone was supporting Argentina.
So the atmosphere in the stadium and even outside the stadium was really good because everyone kept coming up to us, shouting "Vamos, Vamos" and Messi. So everyone seemed really friendly. I mean, even when we were in the stadium, there was a woman who was sitting next to Jake, and she was from Qatar, and she'd come by herself, and she was really chatty, really lovely,
asking lots of questions. She was really nice. And then we had I think it must have been China's #1 Chinese Instagram TikTok sitting in front of us, who live streamed the whole entire game and kept turning to us and getting us on camera. So that was
asking our thoughts every time Argentina scored. But he was on live stream. I don't know what
live stream,
some
the
sort of
whole
Chinese
game.
Yeah, some sort of Chinese app, the entire game. And he had what do they call it? The thing they blow?
Vuvuzela. Yeah, he halfway through the game put a bandana on for Argentina, but he had a French Vuvuzela, so he was just going to support clearly whoever was winning the match.
So yeah, he was funny. I just think it was like a really nice vibe, and also because there was not really any alcohol around, it felt. I was saying, Jake's not been to one before, but I was saying it kind of felt like when I've been to a rugby match before, because it's a lot more family friendly. Of course, everyone's like wanting to support their own team, but and maybe it's because no one was chanting in English. Maybe they were chanting stuff, but it didn't seem to be as like aggressive as whenever you attend like a Premier League match or anything in England. I'm not sure if it's just the UK or if it's a European thing. But it definitely seemed like a happy vibe, and it was really safe and clean there. So, as I said, we can't comment too much on the rest of Qatar, but in terms of the way it was organised, I can't really fault it. Like the metro was clean, easy to use. You got a free map that we were able to use on the way when we got to the metro station. So,
yeah, it was good.
What about your thoughts on the whole construction workers?
Obviously, you don't. It's an undertone of the tournament. I think many countries have human rights and different issues like that. Maybe it was overblown slightly. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine how. Like the fact that they were in that heat in the summer. Obviously, us living in Dubai, we know how hot it is here, and you know, there's strict rules in place for the summer months where, you know, stuff like construction workers aren't allowed to work
during certain hours of the day.
certain hours when it's the hottest. So I think they actually implemented that in Qatar after, you know, people started dying.
Just in a small glimpse of the tournament we saw, it was really good and
I think
well organised, and yeah, it was a good event.
It was a good tournament in general, I think, like regardless of the final. The final was obviously amazing, but I think the tournament in itself was really exciting. The fact you had Morocco, who I think they ended up 4th. You have potentially France winning their 2nd World Cup in a row. Got to see Mbappe against Messi. The fact a lot of the big European teams got knocked out quite early.
Yeah.
Like Spain, Belgium. So
it had an interesting dynamic.
Portugal. So yeah, it was a good
And
game.
Messi is now the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Ronaldo can get in the bin. Doesn't matter. He's in the mud. He's in the mud. Okay. So yeah, that's our review of the World Cup final.
And
really
thanks
good
for
experience. And yeah, thanks for watching.